growth. So above all, it helps to collaborate with different industries and institutions to develop more advanced wireless communication system.
See, let's talk about Digital India. You know, the Digital India is the program to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. And this, the technology is cutting across the various domains. That includes healthcare, education, academia, industry, and all. And the whole vision is to provide a paperless services and very hassle-free services to the citizens, right? And the students and farmers and academia and all sort of people. So you tell me with your research how it is going to help the vision of Digital India in providing the hassle-free services to the citizens.
Still now, in the domain of wireless communication, lot of glitches are there. Like some data is not reliable and there are some security issues. This can be addressed only with advanced researchers.
Okay.
So in India, we have a lot of academicians and researchers doing in this type of researches.
Okay.
But to get them collaborate and to make products.
Okay.
Currently in India, we are not making much products for commercial applications. So by collaborating, we can make this type of high-end products and it can be manufactured in India.
Okay.
So that type of help this development platform can give.
Okay.
Yeah, good. We can probably. RF technologies are being used for quite long, probably, and security agencies are using it. Security agencies are already using. What improvement you probably have done or you are suggesting so that it can be put in a better use by police department, by some other department where policing and law and order can be controlled or can be managed in a better manner?
Oh, but this project, like Peers, is a platform for studying and doing the research. So it will not work in batteries and that type of things, but we can analyze the power to required for a battery operated equipment. So that type of researches we can do and then we can immediately make a prototype.
Is there any plan or roadmap for technology transfer to the companies where it can be properly marketed or it can be, as you were saying, that battery driven or something? Those type of devices can also be inserted by you either or maybe the private companies which probably can market it further and make this device to be used by more and more government department and other agencies.
At this stage, we have done a prototype and some software development. Now we have to get it evaluated by more people. So if there is any issues that can be addressed and then only it can be go for a manufacturing.
Okay, many of our viewers, those who are watching you live now, they are not, they may not be technical people. So just for the kind of sake of our viewers, tell me about what is the basic concept of this one and how it is being used now. I mean, what is the application of this one and how it is being currently used?
Actually, software-defined radio is not a new concept.
Okay.
Actually, it's very old concept. Then also, in the present situation, if you consider application like a mobile phone,
Okay.
yeah, it is using a particular frequency
Yes.
for transmission and reception, and there are some process inside our mobile phone. So, if a researcher or student get the accessibility to modify the code,
Okay.
and then they can test it,
Okay.
then they can make more improved products. So with this SDR platform, we are planning for a study purpose and a research purpose. That was our aim and motivation.
Okay.
Actually, with this, we can now itself we can implement like FM radio. We can implement. Above all, we can implement fifth generation algorithms.
Okay.
And then if you want some distress management communication also we can do. And these type of things only we are planning. But it can be used for other scientific research also. In CDAC Trivandrum, we are doing other scientific research using this platform. Like during disaster, if a person is inside what?
Trouble-like
Yeah,
situation?
it's trouble
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
A life can be identified
Okay.
using RF signals.
Okay.
That type of research also we can do using this platform.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So going forward, for example, to make a wider reach of such kind of application to the student and academia, what is the kind of road ahead we have to make these kind of products popularized amongst researchers and academicians?
For that, we have used a lot of open source algorithm and we have developed open source software. And this hardware also almost open source only. Inside there is a hardware device called field programmable gate array. This also actually requires some code. That is also open source.
Okay.
So people can utilize this.
Okay.
And then they can build above that. So they don't need to start from the scratch. Most of the time, the wireless communication people are, wireless communication students are most probably may not be knowing much, may not be experiencing much in embedded systems or VLSI. So if you are using this type of platform, they don't need to be expertise. They can only concentrate on their domain, wireless communication.
Yeah, Mr. Shibu, the area is very interesting and very useful also, as Mr. Aklur was asking. I have one more question. As you are working in R&D manner, where some pilot is being done, can you somehow get this collaborated on a PPP model where industry can also support you? And then with the help of industry and together probably you can work out the product in much faster manner and which can be put in use, as we were telling that not only for researcher and academician, but we want this to be used by the agencies which require it on urgent basis. So is there any tie-up, or are you proposing any tie-up, or your institution is proposing any tie-up, such type of tie-up, so that we can expedite the development and then expedite the implementation of the product?
Actually, CDAC is having a lot of tie-up with the industries for manufacturing. We are already doing some sonar systems for defense purpose also. So with those industries, we can manufacture it.
Not only for manufacturing, even they can participate in doing development work. Some of the work can be undertaken along with them. You are talking of that you make everything and manufacturing is done by them. That is fine.
Okay.
But we are saying that they can even collaborate while you work on that research part or the software, application software algorithms. So there also you can have a collaboration with industry and make it happen literally.
Yeah, yes, correct. Actually, that is only we have given a open source software. So there will be an architecture on that we can again build, or other industry can again build, researchers can again build. That can be added.
It is fine, it can be added, but is there any community which is working on this, or is there any plan where you have a community, more and more people coming together and then expanding and upgrading the entire scope of this work to make it happen fast?
Yeah, actually we are discussing with the IIT Hyderabad. That type of educational institutes we are collaborating. And then we have done demonstration at engineering colleges. With them, with their help also we can continue with this. And they were asking for this product for the next academic year.
It's fine. So something is being done, but probably demand of the day is that you expedite so that it can be used in a better manner by various departments. What are the security features you were talking of? Security features, because otherwise RF technology is in use for many, many decades. So what are the security features which you have built in and which can take care of the security measures which are required now?
In this, we have done a space, user space, for developing advanced communication. So that architecture,
How it works, how that user space works.
we are giving a user manual, so that with that we can integrate their algorithms. So with that help,
We are probably asking that while you transmit the data on RF, how the security measures so that it is not interrupted somewhere in between. So what are the technology features, like in software we use SSL or some other technology to secure our channels and data while it is in a transmission mode. So what are the protocols made for this, where we can ensure that the data is getting traveled in a secured manner?
actually, along with this platform, we didn't make any this type of security features and all. So this type of security features, open source security features, are available in open source community. That we have used it, and then with the research of our Indian academicians and industrialists, we can integrate with that.
One very interesting thing about the potential opportunities for research in this area, right? So, would you like to tell our viewers, especially like research scholars, students, professors, scientists, that what are the areas of research, potential areas of research we have in this area?
Other than wireless communication, we have we can do research in ultrasound also.
Okay.
Ultrasound, and then in medical field, radio astronomy. These type of fields we can use in this type of scientific experience we can do. Yeah.
Who are doing research, they will be interested to know a little bit more from
Yeah.
you, so they can really help you. You are talking about the IIT
Yeah.
Hyderabad, so just elaborate a little about that, so those people can be more interested in doing
Yeah.
research in this area.
Okay. Actually, for the medical imaging, we have done pulse sequence generation for MRI, and then for life-saving type of applications, we have done some research on micro-Doppler experiments, and for in the areas of ultrasound, we are using imaging, so that a droning object can be easily detected. So in any disaster, flood type of things, if you want to save a life, this type of experiments we can do. Like object you can identify. Actually, that domain is called computer vision. That algorithms is not yet completed. People have not yet developed it fully. So that can be done. And in the wireless communication itself, one thing is future of broadcast television. So next type of generation of television, that type of standards you can implement using and test it using. And another thing is for distress communication for the ship and boat. Actually, now it is compulsory to use that type of distress management communication systems. That for developing that type of products, we can use this. And another thing is set-top box for satellite digital video broadcasting. That type of things also we can do further experiments with that. We can do now. Actually, MBUG 4 is there. Another algorithm we can implement, and we can make products with that. And other future wireless communication algorithms and technologies also can be implemented. And I'll write something. Just I'll look and see.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure. And another area is for testing of EMI and EMC. For electronic products, this electromagnetic compatibility measurement is an important thing. If while design itself we can test that type of things, then it will be better to save money and manpower. That type of research.
Yeah, great. So you are, this technology definitely, as you were saying, can be used in many other areas. You can probably work in and improve set-top boxes or some other communication channels. How big is your team which is working on this concept? And what are the challenges which you feel are little bit derailing the project, or not through which you are not able to work in that speed which probably you may have thought of?
Currently, for this platform, around 5 to 6 people are working. But in CDAC Trivandrum, SDR is doing for software defined radio is developing for other applications also. So there more people are working. Around 50 numbers of people are working in that area. For this particular platform, there is 6 people are working. And then in the current phase, we are planning to get feedback from the user. Based on the user, next phase we will start.
Okay, one aspect you might have heard about the Make in India and smart cities. So government is kind of making a lot of efforts to promote electronic manufacturing in this country. And then we also talked about the smart sensors. So with the evolution of such kind of hardware enabled equipment, just tell something about to our viewers that how it can really contribute to like manufacturing industry in India and finally helping Make in India initiative the government of India is pushing. So,
like for this type of IoT, that type of things, actually there are 2 phases. Like one, we have to do design. Design in the sense for new and innovative products, we have to have some research first. So research we can do, and then we have to go for engineering. So in the research, actually we don't much concern about the products, like its power consumption and its size, nothing else. Only the technology we have to develop. And then for manufacturing, there will be some power consumption limitations, size limitations, temperature limitations, those type of things. So that both these aspects for research and manufacturing, we can use this platform.
okay, wonderful, great.
You want to show the device how it
You want
works?
to show the device to our viewers?
Or
Yes,
how it works? Yeah, kindly do that.
Development, layout development, and this signal integrity analysis. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, I will repeat. This platform is called Programmable Platform for Experiments and Academic Research on SDR. SDR, Software Defined Radio. So, as I said, this can be used for advanced research and for product communication system. So, to take up this task, in India we have developed the schematic of this circuit, and in India itself we have manufactured it, except the components we have procured from outside, and software we have developed. In this is the digital portion, and this is RF, radio frequency portion. It can use from 70 megahertz to 2.4 gigahertz. And this is an antenna which can be used for this wide range of frequencies. this can be actually this can be used as a standalone equipment and along with the interface with the PC. It got some HDMI interface, USB interface, and Ethernet interface for communication. So along with this, we have developed open source the Linux code and also. So that will be available along with this platform for the users. And then with that, they can start development immediately.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. And to all our viewers who probably are interested researchers or someone in academia who want to work in this area, probably can get in touch with CDAC Trivandrum. And we hope that soon you are able to develop this type of multi-mode, multi-functional devices which can be used by various departments and can be made the part of Make in India and Digital India. Thank you so much for coming here. We have a small token of, yeah. Thank you, boss. Thank you so much. Keep working in this area. Definitely we will again meet and then see that all can be supported. With this, we close the session, and probably his details will be available on Facebook and where this live feed is going. The people can get in touch with him for further work related to this area. Thank you so much.
Just can you help me to get one?